Overwhelmed by the noise around you? In the next 60 seconds, you can open a clear, calm line to your inner knowing. Place your hands on your belly now. Flat, warm, deliberate. Take one slow, steady breath in, filling your belly like a balloon, and let it soften as you exhale. Take a second deep breath, slower still, feeling the belly expand and settle. Notice the gentle rise and fall beneath your palms. Feel that center as a stable, simple anchor inside you. Even in 60 seconds, you can notice a tiny shift, a steadier pulse, a softer edge to your thinking, the hint of an answer before your mind frames it. A gentle note before we deepen. This practice supports your own inner sensing. It may bring clarity, small insights, or calm. Results vary, and this is for personal exploration, not a promise of fixed outcomes. If that quick activation felt useful, save or bookmark this so you can return to it when you need a quick check-in. Now let your breath find a comfortable rhythm. Allow your shoulders to soften. If it helps, close your eyes or rest your gaze softly on a point ahead. Bring your attention down through your body to the places where you meet the ground. Your feet, your lower legs. Notice the weight of your feet against whatever they rest on. Sense the support moving up into your ankles, the steady presence of your calves, the gentle weight of your knees. You do not have to do anything, only to notice. Soften into your hips. Feel how they cradle your weight. Let your hands remain on your belly, sensing the warmth of your palms. Your belly is the place where instinct usually speaks in quiet ways, a tightening that later makes sense, a calm that becomes conviction. Imagine that the muscles around your belly are easing, like the loosening of a knot. If you notice tension, tightness in your lower back, or a shallow throat, just send a friendly breath there. Breathe toward that place and allow it to soften. Bring your awareness now to your chest. Notice the rise and fall of breath against your ribs. Feel the subtle expansion as your breath meets your heart space. If words like intuition or third eye feel foreign, simply notice warmth or openness here. Let your throat relax. Let the jaw unclench. The face can carry tension. Relax your forehead. Let your eyes rest. Let your cheeks and tongue release their grip. As you settle, imagine a gentle pearlescent light beginning to gather in the center of your belly. A round, smooth sphere like a crystal ball, but softer, more alive. It sits comfortably at your center, not heavy, but luminous and warm. You may sense it as a soft pressure beneath your palms, a tiny pulsing, like the beat of a conversation between body and awareness. If the image of a crystal ball doesn't resonate, imagine instead a warm, steady glow. No shape needed, simply a steady presence that feels safe and true. Watch as this inner sphere breathes with you, expanding a little on the in-breath and compressing gently on the out-breath. Its color is lavender at first, cool and calming, like the scent that slows the mind. That lavender light curls and deepens, settling into the tissues around your belly. As it moves, it gathers small images, feelings, and bodily hints, soft clues your body has been carrying. It is not asking you to believe a dramatic revelation. It invites you to notice what your body already knows. Now, with a sense of curiosity, invite that lavender sphere to fill with a kind of liquid light. Imagine the light thickening into something tender and luminous, like warm oil of color that both grounds and sharpens. As it pools in your belly, it draws in the qualities you rely on: steadiness, gut sense, the quiet honesty that comes before words. You may feel a gentle warmth, a slight pressure, a subtle pulsing. These are the language of sensation, rather than thinking. Let the light rest there, becoming a center for listening. When you feel ready, picture that light rising, slowly, deliberately, through a channel inside you. It travels from your belly up into your heart. As it moves, the lavender blends with a rose gold warmth, and your chest may feel broader, softer, more receptive. In this heart space, the light gathers your values, the things that matter most to you. It translates raw instinct into language that feels kind and true. Notice any feelings that arise here: compassion, clarity, or a simple sense of rightness. These are not commands, they are gentle signposts. Allow the light to continue upward to your throat. Here it takes on a clear blue-violet tint, color that opens your voice and your capacity to be honest. The throat may feel cooler, or there may be a sensation of lightness or release. This is the center that helps you speak truth that aligns with what you feel inside. If you notice any tightness, breathe into it. Let the light ease the tension so that expression can follow feeling. The light moves now to the space between your eyebrows, the third eye. Subtle, soft, a violet-silver hue that carries perspective. This center is not about seeing with physical eyes, but sensing patterns, connections, and inner images. There may be a gentle pressure, a faint sparkle, or a sense of widened awareness. Allow whatever arises to be simple. An impression, a color, a fleeting scene, or just a sense of, this feels right, without needing explanation. Finally, the light flows up to the crown of your head, where it meets a pearly, silvery connection to something larger than any single thought. Not an external voice, but a sense of coherence and intelligence that lives within you and around you. You remain grounded. Everything moves through your belly crystal ball and returns there, anchored by your body. Now, with this channel open, set a clear, concise intention. You can say it aloud or in your mind. Tell me what I need to know right now. Keep it simple. Invitation is stronger than demand. Ask, don't force. After you ask, relax into listening. Expect the answer to arrive as sensation first. A shift in tightness, a soft image, a memory, a color, or a feeling of relief. You might experience a phrase, a sudden tilt of certainty, or nothing obvious at all. Subtlety is common. Intuition often speaks in whispers. Whatever form the response takes, notice it without judgment. If a thought surfaces and your mind immediately explains it away, gently bring your focus back to the body, the belly, the heart, the throat, or to the tiny crystal sphere that holds these impressions. Let any images or sensations settle into that sphere, as if placing notes into a safe box. Allow the download to be translated into a felt sense. This feels lighter, or this pulls toward yes, or this brings caution. You do not need to elaborate. The body will clarify over time. If you feel resistance, skepticism, impatience, or a need for proof, acknowledge it with kindness. Remind yourself that this practice is simply an exploration. A practical way to test what you perceive is to start small. Make a tiny, low-stakes choice based on the impression, and notice the outcome. Keep a small journal nearby to record impressions and the subtle physical cues that accompany them. A flutter, a cooling, a warmth. Over time, patterns emerge, and your trust grows. Before we anchor what you've received, bring the light back down through the centers. Watch as the violet silver from the crown returns through the third eye, the throat, the heart, and finally back into the lavender crystal at your belly. Imagine the crystal absorbing and holding the impressions, as if threading them into its core. Feel the sphere become denser, more luminous, a repository for practical wisdom you can return to later. Here are a few brief, practical tools to carry this connection into daily life. Use them as gentle prompts, not rules. 3-breath check-in. At any point, place your hands over your belly, take 3 slow breaths, and ask a single specific question. Notice the first bodily impression and treat it as useful data. Microgrounding. When you feel scattered, press your feet into the floor, feel the soles, and breathe down into the belly crystal for 2 breaths. This often clears the fog. Tiny experiments. Use your impressions for small choices. What to wear, which email to answer first, and keep a short note on outcomes. Learning is cumulative. Journal the feeling language. Instead of writing full explanations, jot single words or short phrases describing sensations. Heavy, light, tinge of yes, tightness. Over time, these cues become your vocabulary. Remember ethics as you use this sensitivity. This practice is best applied to your own life, your own choices, and your own healing. If impressions about others arise, treat them with respect, privacy, and consent. Do not use intuitive impressions to manipulate or invade someone else's autonomy. Use your clarity to act with compassion and integrity. Trust that development is gradual. Some days you will notice bright, clear signals. Other days the listening feels thin. Both are part of the path. When you feel doubt, return to the belly crystal for a simple reset. Hands on belly, slow breath, and a soft question. Take a few more breaths and thank the inner sphere for its presence. Offer gratitude, not as obligation, but as an acknowledgement of the work you are choosing to do with yourself. Feel how your shoulders may be lighter, how your mind may be a touch quieter. Sense the anchored steadiness in your belly where the crystal holds what you have learned. When you are ready, deepen your breath and invite gentle movement into your fingers and toes. Roll your shoulders if that feels good. If your eyes are closed, open them softly. Carry the lavender light and the practical tools with you, knowing you can return whenever you want. If you would like more immediate activations and practical meditations like this, subscribe or save this practice and try it daily. Small, consistent steps build reliable listening. Thank you for allowing this time to tend to your inner guidance. May you move forward with clarity, care, and the steady sense of your own knowing.